and welcome to another episode of The Sound Within. My name is Hannah Rose, and I am your host. And I just wanted to come on here and chat about some things that I were thinking about when I was in the shower. There's something about taking a shower that cleanses you not only physically but also mentally and spiritually. And I was just thinking, I at certain points of my life have been very, 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 very mean and nasty to some of the people that have been closest to me, and also complete strangers who I may not even know. And so, with that, I am just sitting here thinking about how I'm not who I was. I don't have an obligation to be who I was at any given point of my life, just because I made a habit out of it, or that is how some people remember me. Because every day that I wake up, I have the opportunity to be a better person than I was yesterday. For myself and for my family and for the people that I love. And obviously, it might not be obvious, but for me, it is obvious that when I was treating others like that, it was because I felt badly about myself, and I hated existence. I was miserable, and there wasn't a time where I could say that I was happy and grateful, because I wasn't. I was sad and ungrateful. And not every portion of your life is going to be enjoyable. People are going to experience tragedy and not so happy days. But it's those days that really shaped me into who I am today. And those days shed so much light on my current days. Because I can sit and feel so grateful for all of the happiness and abundance that I soak in every day. And I'm sure that a lot of you that are listening also have times in their life that you may not have felt like your life was worth living. Not to sound morbid, but somebody that popped into my live stream, and I'm just thinking of this. Someone popped into my live stream the other day and said that it wasn't worth it to breathe or honor their breath because they felt as if their reality was far too broken. Because I was saying how they can ground anything that they would like to into this reality as long as they took the time to honor themselves and breath. But once again, they said that they felt as if their reality was far too broken and that it wasn't even worth it to consider sitting down and being a part of this practice of intentional breath and sound healing. And I was not upset with the person whatsoever. I more so felt really sorry for them. Because everyone deserves to, even if for a second, enjoy their reality. And I know I always say this, but every single person experiences their reality different. Not one person is going to have the same exact experience as another. Now, we do typically share a lot of experiences. We have shared experiences. And each experience is 100% different than the next. And in a way, that's so beautiful because, as I was saying when I started this episode, is that I don't have any obligation to be who I was. Just because it is a habit or because that's how they remember me, or I have just decided that that is now my identity. But in my own words, I can decide what my own identity is. Lots of things are going to affect what I see my reality as. But at the end of the day, it's a magical, beautiful thing that I get to rest my eyes in a comfortable bed and wake up every single day with breath in my lungs and sun shining on my face, my family alive and well. And those are things that sometimes I take for granted. I'm not going to speak for the collective. I'm just going to speak for me. I take things like that for granted. I always have. I've always been a bit ungrateful. But I am flipping the script on myself. And maybe I'm flipping the script on everyone else too, because I am as everyone remembers me. But I have, as of recently, just really began to, and I don't know what the word for this is, except just be authentically me. And I guess within the past 6 months, this whole podcast is me talking about my experience and my journey spiritually, mentally, physically, my journey in life. And as of recently, when I had this spiritual awakening through intentional breath, I had this overwhelming feeling of joy and peace and love that I just wanted to spread. And so maybe perhaps I have spread it too quickly, because it seems as if I am possibly overwhelming the people around me. But once again, it's my experience. So I can take that for what it is and not worry about what everyone else is thinking or observing or perceiving about my reality and my existence. And so as of right now, I am diving into being more authentic and more raw rather than, I suppose, doing what I have been doing, which for a little while I was faking it till I made it. And that's okay to do. There's nothing wrong with manifesting your reality and your experience in whatever way is best for you. So if that means waking up every day and spreading the utmost positivity that you can with the world, even if it doesn't feel 100% authentic or real just yet, you are just practicing your heart muscle. Which is what my best friend Amber June shared with me. Because I told her the one day, I said, hey, you know what's strange is I find it so easy to hold space and be loving and be compassionate for people that I don't know that may be interested in my healing modalities that I would be sharing with them online or in person. If I am taking the time to do that, and I'm feeling it authentically, but also having a hard time making these connections with the people that are closest to me in life, simply because of resentments, past experiences, it could mean anything to you. But what I'm doing is I'm just exercising my heart muscle so that eventually I can extend that love and that positivity to also the people closest to me and to myself. And so I suppose that's what I've been doing by sharing the healing modalities that have tremendously helped me and changed my life for the better. By sharing that with others and extending my love and my energy to others, I am exercising everything that I want to embody. And yes, Amber June was the inspiration for everything that I wanted to embody. I remember saying that I just had so much love for her and that I wanted to be everything that she was. And it's because she allows herself to play. She allows her inner child to come out to play. And it's not that she is not a normal person that experiences normal human emotions and experiences, but it's what she did with that made it so beautiful. How she transmuted all of that through breath and sound and connection. And I stopped wishing that I could be like that, and I started doing. Because for me and my existence, to really find peace in what I'm doing, I needed to stop looking at everybody else and wishing that I had what they had. But instead, taking inspiration from the beautiful things that I saw in others so that I could embody that and live out my existence feeling free from all of the limitations that I had once placed on myself. I'm going to end it with that because I believe my message has been clear. And again, this is just an authentic expression of my experience. But you can tune in to Eye Opener Society for more awesome content and another episode of The Sound Within next week. Thank you.